been involved in Enneagram studies at all?
Anyway.
Enneagram studies?
Yeah, yes, to some degree.
This is interesting,
But-
the timing of this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just discovering it because the people I meet in spiritual direction are speaking of it all the time. So I'm on the second book that I'm reading about it. I'm very clear on who I am. Sadly.
No.
No. But it's painful because if you're going to take it seriously, you have to look at your shadow side pretty carefully. So yes, I am familiar with that.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Not as much. I mean, I need to read more of it. I have read it. I know what I am. Well, I'm on the cusp of 2 numbers.
So you're just in your beginning explorations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great. What do you imagine, this is where you speak for yourself, is most difficult about you for your partner to live with? And these are things, these aren't just superficial things, but those things that, and this kind of relates to the Enneagram, that sort of defy fixing, that you have just learned you need to live with. But kind of tell a story on what you think is hard for her or him to live with.
I think I just touched on it earlier, just a minute ago. Because I am a 1 and tend to need to be perfect, I can get rigid. And that does not, he doesn't like that, which I totally understand. And with that rigidity, sometimes, especially if I'm not feeling well, there's an anxiety that comes with that too, which is not fun for Paul.
I, on the other hand, am perfect. So I can tend to be, and I don't know where this comes from, be a little impulsive. I can be quick.
True.
I can be quick in making decisions. I have good discernment, but around certain things, I can just be a little too quick and too fast. And and I think that probably makes Roz feel a little insecure around those kind of decisions, and not real comfortable because I'm moving too quickly.
Yeah, it does, but I like it too because it pulls me out of my serious side a little bit. So it's interesting. There's a tension there that yeah.
I still notice it myself, and I do think it's something in myself that I have to be careful of. Mm-hmm. I also think there's a time when I'll overcommit. I'll overcommit and I'll give too much. And by nature, I enjoy serving and I enjoy helping. I'm learning to not give myself away so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
It impacts her.
Sure, then I'm tired, I'm not as present and fun.
So when you're going through challenges, how do you seek spirit in the midst of them? How do you draw on your spiritual resources when you're going through challenges, either alone or together?
Right. This may come up again in other questions you may ask, but we have a practice where we come together every morning for centering prayer for about 20 minutes. And I think that is a real grounding force for us each day. I mean, just to start us off, you can speak more to this, but...
Could you ask the question again?
Yeah, when I'm going through challenges, how do you seek spirit in the midst of them? I think you spoke to this a little bit in your 4-year lawsuit. And
I think, I don't know if it's Eckhart Tolle, but it's about a lot of pain and suffering is caused by not accepting what is. And I think the older we've gotten, the more honest we've gotten about naming what really is. And having, maybe it comes out of centering prayer, but having the grace to sit with the unpleasantness of what is. And I think surrendering to what is, not giving in to it, but letting go and surrendering to it, it allows grace to function in the middle of the challenges. And so I think rather than denying and running from, which was my MO previously, we'll face it much more head on. And there's a strength in that. It's painful, but there's a strength in it.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we also seek prayer from.
Yeah. Friends and yeah.
So you ask friends to pray for you.
Mhm.
We do.
Particularly, like, for example, during that lawsuit, we had a group of people that were praying for us. Yeah.
Yeah.